Hey, it's Doug Coy for SoWhatDoYouThink.com. Well, in the news over the weekend, I was kind of disturbed with the events surrounding the CIA director and having to resign, or he chose to resign from his position because he had an affair with the lady that was writing his biography. You think we would learn, but certain emotions and feelings seem to be stronger than common sense. And so many people, so many marriages, so many situations, life is turned around because of cheating. Let's call it what it is. So what do you think? Is it possible for a man, or for a woman for that matter, to be committed to a relationship on a long-term basis without cheating?
I think humans got it wrong, personally. I think amongst all the thousands of creatures on Earth, we are one of, what, three humans, penguins, and one other that commit themselves to one person forever and ever and ever.
Let's say you marry a young lady and you say, I realize that temptation is temptation. You got to give me a little room here. I got to give you a little room.
Right, that'd be great. Ideally, me having a little wiggle room would be great, but then I can say with ease, I'm a hypocrite because I wouldn't want to grant her the same sort of wiggle room. So ultimately, I know that what I just said was a double standard. I know that I'd be a hypocrite to say so, but...
You're being honest.
But I'm being honest. I would not want my wife in our relationship for it to be open for her to be able to have relations with other people.
Yeah, do you ever see a movie called City Slickers?
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's a great movie. Rent it sometimes. It's quite funny. Who was in that? Do you remember, Greg?
Yeah, it was Billy Crystal.
Billy Crystal, a bunch of guys like that. And he's riding along on a horse, and he's talking to these guys, and they they do this kind of a thing where they're herding cattle. The guy looks over at him, and he says, listen, would you have an affair on your wife if she never knew? And he looked back and he said, well, no, I mean, you never know if she'd never know. And he said, well, let me say this. What if a Martian came down and she's absolutely gorgeous? I mean, just gorgeous, but she's from a different planet. She's going to get and she's going to fly away. She'll never be back here. Would you do that? I mean, your wife will never know. And he said the most amazing thing. He looked over at you and said, I'd know.
Yeah, it's true. It's very true. Lots and lots of people that would not. Unfortunately, these days it's become so everyday, mundane. When we hear about cheating, it's just so regular.
Does anything shock you anymore?
Nothing. So what do you think?